Morning, guys. Morning, morning, morning. Welcome to today's live stream. I'm going to be hosting the London session, and I'm going to be your host, Ifiski Greg. So today we're going to be talking about GJ. That's the pair I trade. So if you have any pair you want to take a good look at, just drop it on the chat box and we'll take a good look at it. But for me, I just look at one pair, and that's GJ. So let's see what happens. What has been happening with GG from the Asian till right now. So let's see. GG. So if you guys can see, who's on the live stream can see what GG is actually doing right now, we're kind of on a range and level. By just looking at it, you can see we're on a range. Yes, morning, morning, morning. Thank you for hopping on the live stream. So let's just take a good look at this. Uh, if you look, we're just on a range from year to year. We're just printing side by side. We're just in a range. So right now there's no direction for where price is actually going to. So we're going up and we're going down, creating, touching the resistance and touching support, resistance, support, resistance, support. This was the high of Asian session, and this was the this was the low of Asian session, and this was the high of the Asian session. So let's see what actually happens. This was the high. So right now we're just in a range. We'll be ranging for a few hours now. So there's no direction of where price is actually going to. For those looking to take buys, you want to take buys above this level because this was the high of the Asian. And if you're looking for sales, this was the low of the Asian session for those looking for sales. But you need to anticipate those moves. So first day when I come on the live stream, what you do, let's check if we have any news, because right now the market is actually shitty. Right now we're printing side by side. There's no direction of what's actually happening in the market. So I don't like this at all. I don't trade. I can't trade in a range. So I just wait for confirmation before the London push them actually take my trade, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go to the let's go check for the news. Do we have any news for today that's going to impact the market? Yesterday, there were lots of news yesterday. So, on the London session. So, if you, before the London, yeah, I think at 1:30, like I said, if you watch the live stream of yesterday, the recap, you actually see what I said. There were nice moves yesterday after that. So, today, let's check what GG has. Today is the Wednesday. Today is the 24th. Yeah, the Wednesday. So currently we don't have any news for GPP that's going to really affect the market. So I think that's why there's not really news. You just have just one file, and it's a yellow file. It's a medium impact, so low impact. So I don't really think this is going to impact the market that much. But yeah, so we just go and see what actually happens. So let's go to the daily time frame and see what has, or let's go to the weekly and actually see what has been happening. This is the weekly. Right now we've created support on the weekly and we're kind of pushing back up. The week, this is Wednesday, this is midweek, so we're kind of heading up. Created support, so this level on the market is very shitty level, so I think that's why we're just kind of ranging because of this level. This is the weekly though. This has nothing to do with what we're actually looking at, but we're just saying we're pushing up kind of. Then the daily, this is the daily candle. The daily candle right now is flipping bearish. It was actually bullish at some point today, and now it's flipping bearish. So are we having push to the downside or to the top side? You never know. Right now it's a doji. I don't really like this. So right now there's no decision. That's why we're printing side by side. Thanks for tuning in. Right now, like if we're on the lower time frame, we're printing side by side. Look at the daily candle right now. We're just having a doji, or the bearish doji. So there's no direction for where price is actually going. The previous candle was a doji, so I don't really like this. There's no movement for the previous day. Today, right now, we're having a doji, bearish doji. So right now, there's no direction in the market, right as of now. So you need to, what we just have to do, we need to kind of wait and anticipate those moves, right? So this is the daily. Then, then I go to the 4 hours. For it to make sense, let me just remove all, for those, some people are asking, how do I draw these lines? How do I set my targets and stuff? So let me just remove all this and just redraw everything again. I'll just do that so you guys see how I draw those lines and why I'm putting those lines in those areas of support and resistance. I'll just remove all this and let's see. Remove, remove. I'm gonna remove this. So right now, let's say for the 4 hour, the daily candle was it's a doji right now. So right now, price actually there's no direction of the market right now. We're going up and we're going down. So right now we're having doji on the daily candle. So if I come to the 4 hour chart, what do I see? I see some sort of, I mark out my support and resistance level on the higher time frame, then go to the lower time frame to like mark things out. So right now we're having some sort of support. Price was rejecting this area, this level. Price came down here, rejected, rejected. This candle rejected, went back. This candle rejected, rejected, rejected. This area is a strong level of support in the market. If you look all the way to this candle, it did the same thing. Price tried going up to this level. So first of all, there's the 4 hour though. I don't really, I might use the 4 hours to mark, but like let's see something. Market, because based on the previous, the most recent support in the market, if you guys look on the 4 hours, this is the most recent support in the market, the most recent support, this is it. So that's why I put the edge there, then I mark it, I just kind of draw it out. Most recent support in the market and the most recent resistance in the market. That's what I do, the most recent resistance in the market. Let's say I mark this one out. So as you go, as you going in the lower time frame, you're adjusting your support and resistance because the support for the higher time frame and the lower time frame is different. So as you're going, you're just adjusting your levels and mark out your target. So let's go to the 1 hour. I marked out the support on the higher time frame. That's the 4 hours. So right now I'm on the hourly time frame. And what am I saying? I'm saying that this area I marked out was a strong level of support, although this was the low of the Asian session. But this level, after the low, they were just ranging in this level, and previously we were saying this level was a strong level of support. So what I do, I need to adjust this because right now anytime you get to the chart, you need to be looking at the most recent levels. So right now we're going to adjust this level, and this is the most recent support right now. Like I said, this is the most recent support. I just marked it out, and this is the most recent resistance in the market, which I marked on the 4 hours. If you guys can see this, the most recent, I mark this area out. Then what do? I go to the 30 minutes. So for instance, when I mark this in the hourly time frame, I try to mark targets for possible scenarios. Since we're in a range, price can bust down and price can bust to the top side. So I mark my level of target. So let's say if we're heading up, I know we're going to come back to this resistance to meet this resistance. If we're going to be heading up, this resistance level, and if we're heading down, we'll, first of all, this is the first level. This is the first level we're first going to test on the this level first because of this side created this is sort of support and this is sort of rejection, this level, then before this level. That's why I mark out those key levels in the market. Then this level, then I go to the 30 minutes. Then the more I go to the lower time frame, because I use the 30 minutes and the 15 minutes time frame to actually map out my areas. So I go to the 30 minutes, then what do? I just need to adjust my screen. Then what do you guys see? This is the most recent resistance in the market, and this this was the support I marked out in the 1 hour. If price breaks down this level, we're going to head here first, and if we break down this level, we're going to head down to the bottom. And if price breaks this level, it closes above, we're going to, this is our first target, this resistance. If that makes sense. Yeah, let's get it. If that makes sense. So right now, this was the most recent support. So right now, we just made a mini support right now on the 30 minutes still. This was the old one. So right now, we just made a mini support. So when I mark out the mini support still, this is the most recent support. Let's just mark this. This is the most recent support right now on the market. This level is the most recent support. This is the overall. So right now, what's kind of telling us, are we going to be pushing to the top side? Because right now we did not close below this level. We did not close on this level. We closed like above this level. So we created a mini support right now. This is the major support in the market. And we created a mini support in the market. So what's the next in our head? Are we thinking price? We're going to be pushing to the top side. So this is where you make your anticipation before the London push. Then anticipate your trade to take trade. So I mark out this mini support. Then I go to the 15 minutes to see. So right now, this is the. I told you guys I'm not after the first 15 minutes or the 30 minutes. I'm after the second 15 minutes because that gives me much confirmation. So right now, this is like, see the major support which I marked. This is the mini support right now that is being created. So are we trying to just create mini support to just push back up? Yeah, it can happen like that, but you need to wait and see what actually happens. And I told you, if we're gonna be heading up, we're gonna be making higher highs. We're just gonna be breaking the highs and breaking higher highs and making higher highs. And if we're pushing down, we're going to be making lower lows and stuff. This candle right now just broke the low of this candle right now. So like I said, this first 15 minutes can always be a fake out sometimes. The first 15 minutes. So I don't really trust this first 15 minutes. We're in the range still, but I don't like this first 15 minutes. So I'm after the second 15 minutes. If you want to left for me, I don't trade in the range, right? I wait for the also break out of the range before I take trade. But if you want to take trades in the range, yeah, it still makes sense. But left for me, I don't think it's advisable because the range can fake you out because that's what it's just doing. It can just break highs and lows and like because this place is messy. We had something similar like which I talked about last week. Let's show you another range that happened last week. This was which level was that? I think it's on 30 minutes. We see that clearly. Uh, the, I think it was this. I think it was this level. Or is it? I think it was this level. Oh, I don't think so. As on the live stream, but I think it's this level. Trading the range is risky. I don't really like stuff like that. So you just wait till we break out the range, then you take a nice trade. So right now we're just printing side by side. So like I said, let's go back to the daily. The daily is kind of flipping bearish. We're having a doji right now. There's not really a direction. Let's let me maximize this. There's no direction to where price is actually going right now because we're just doji right now. Are we flipping bearish to go down or are we going to go back up? We're just in the middle of nothing. So there's no direction. So the 4 hours right now created resistance. The 4 hours created resistance. And I told you once the price creates resistance, it has to go create support. This is the most recent thing in the market. It created resistance, then it created support. Now it created resistance. So what does price have to go do right now? Price has to go create support, or because but to get clear confirmation for the 4 hours, we haven't broken the low of the previous candle, and if you see, we're just making higher high, like higher lows, right? If you look at the bottom, this candle hasn't broken this, so are we going to be having a push to the top side? Because right now we created resistance, or we're going to be coming down to create support. So we anticipate those moves. I marked out my support and resistance, and let me see the 1 hour. What's the most recent thing in the 1 hour? You ask yourself that. The most recent thing in the 1 hour, we created resistance, and now we created support over here. So now this candle, I wouldn't have having a push to the top side. Since we created support, I will be having a push to the top side to go create resistance at the top side, or to go retest this resistance first, then this one. That's how you anticipate your moves. But we still have 46 minutes in the hourly candle. And we're kind of bullish though. We're kind of bullish. We created support. We're kind of bullish. So my only concern right now why this trade is 50-50, because this actual candle broke the low of this candle. So and this candle hasn't broken the high of this candle on the higher time frame. But like I said, when you go to the 30 minutes, this is just the first 15 minutes of the first 30. This is just the first 15 minutes. So let's see what the next 15 minutes does. But right now, we're kind of bullish. Are we going to be having a push to the top side? Ideally, I want to see a close on this side to take price up. Not, I don't like this. Well, see, by seeing things alone, what can you see? We saw we created a support, and the most recent support we created on a lower time frame was this. And we're just kind of, are we going to keep pushing up to create another one? Like, just anticipate this move. But right now, I think so. That's what's happening. Are we going to be pushing to the top side? You only know for, let's see how this next 15 minutes actually opens. This current 15 minutes is I don't like this. Let's see what the next 15 minutes does. This is messy because we just have wicks and wicks all over the range. Wicks. I don't like trading on wicks. I like looking for like clean candles to just mirror, like something like this. If we break from this side, look at this clean trade to just mirror for price to go touch this level back. And if we break down, look at this. This is so clean. But this right now is messy. So you need to be really careful so you don't get finessed, right? If you have any pair, while we wait for this, to just can just bring it out. We can just check it out. What pair you want us to check, we can just check it. If that makes sense. So right now we're just in the range. I don't like this. The new 15 minutes of after is open right now. But right now, let's say if we're anticipating a buy trade, let's say this candle breaks the high of this candle. How do you anticipate your stop loss? Okay, let's say you take your entry from here. What's your stop loss? Your stop loss is going to be this previous candle right now. This is 20 pips. To anticipate with move, to anticipate this resistance, 20 pips to 42 pips move. It's not bad, but still we're in a range. I don't really advise. Although if we break this high, this 30 minutes break the previous 30 minutes high, I think we're going to be having a push on the top side. If this right now we're bullish, the hourly is bullish. You look at all those things. The hourly is bullish. We created support. We're kind of creating support right now to go create resistance. The hourly is bullish. The 30 minutes is bullish. So that's when you need to start anticipating trade. You need to start anticipating, okay, how can I take my entry? And what's my risk to rewards? What's my target? So right now, before I take in trade, you see how I marked out my targets? I marked out possible areas I'm going to have confluence in the market. That's why it's good to mark out those places before you take in trade. So you know when to get in and when to get out. Because price can just push down and just reverse. But when you mark these areas out and set those levels in your MT4, yeah, good for you. But right now, let's see what happens. We're just in a range. So if we break this high, I think we're going to be having a push to the top side. But right now, this is messy. This is actually messy right now. I don't like this. This is a strong level in the market that we're going to have some problems. That's why I want to break out from this range. See, the 15 minutes is a weak confirmation, kind of. I mostly use the 30. Why I say this is a weak confirmation? Like if you see this, you saw this closed above. Look at this, it closed above. But if I go to the 30, that's just a week. I think that's just a week. So look at, you can see that's just a week. No candle actually closed above. So 30 and 30 and hourly. But why I use the 15, I use the second 15 of the 30 minutes. Like right now we're in the last 15 of the 30 minutes, so that's why I just go to the 15 minutes and just go check what's happening. NZD USD, I'll just give me a sec. Let me just put that out. CD USD, this shit is loading. 20. So GG, are we having a push to the top side for an aggressive entry? What's happening with this shit? For an aggressive entry, this is gonna be an entry and stop loss below to anticipate a push up. But look at your stop loss. Always look at your stop loss and look at your target. But ideally for me, for anybody, for new traders, you want to see a break above this level first to take a buy, because this level you're gonna have some level of reaction. Or since we've been ranging, are we just gonna have a big spike up? You need to check that can happen still, because we've been ranging and price has to go. The market has to push the money to one direction. So as you anticipate stuff like that, so are we gonna have a spike up? Give me a sec. I'll just check EDS and just confirming something. An aggressive entry, like I said, is only if price breaks this high, but you want to look at this still. So for safe entries, you want to see price actually breaking this level to push up, if that makes sense. So let's check. While we wait for this, let that load while we wait for this. This is a range. We're printing side by side. Look at this. We're printing side by side, just side by side. I don't like this. Side by side. You can see this side by side movement. That doesn't work for me. I don't like it. Yeah, you can take trade in the range, but it doesn't make sense. You can get faked out and just finished. I don't like that. Oh, NCD USD. Let's check what's happening. So right now, NCD USD. Let's go to the higher time frame and just try and mark things out. So though, let's go to the daily. I think the daily should be bearish for sure. So the daily looks bearish. We kind of created resistance at the top. The daily looks bearish. Kind of created resistance at the top. Let me just drag this out. And the daily looks bearish. This is the daily candle. It looks bearish. Let me remove all drawing. The daily looks bearish right now. We kind of created resistance at the top, right? We're resisting this place. We're kind of creating resistance right now. Daily looks bearish, so I go to the 4 hours. Let's see what happens to mark out possible directions. 4 hours, we created resistance. Now we created a mini resistance, so we're having a push to the downside. So let's say this is the most recent resistance in the market. Most recent resistance is this level, right? Most recent resistance, and the support that was broken. Let's say we had a support here which was broken, a support here which was broken, this level which was broken. So I think we're going to be having a push to the downside. So first, what's price going to do? First, price, if we're having a push to the downside, price, I think price is first going to come to this level, and we're going to have a reaction in this level first. I think we have good. So that's the 4 hours level. Let's go to the lower time frame to plan out ideas. So like you see, we're looking bearish. Price just broke out from, like I told you, once you're going on the different time frame, you need to be adjusting your levels. This is the most recent support. We just broke out from support. This level we just broke out from support. Broke out, did a retest. So first, what's price gonna do? Price is coming to this level first. I think we're gonna push down to this level for sure. JJ looks sales. What do you what was it? I don't think NZD USD is a buy because right now we're heavy bearish. We just created resistance and right now we're pushing down. We just broke the support. So first, what's price gonna be? Make this level first, then next level is this level. It looks in a bearish trend. So there's no confirmation for buy. Before I take buy, I need to see some sort of bullish candle. Then I take my entry on the next bullish candle. If that makes sense. If that makes sense, you want to see some sort of buy, a bullish candle first, yeah, for it to say, oh, we're going up. But right now, we just broke down from resistance. We came back to retest resistance, and right now, what are your possible targets? This level first, fill out this week, then fill out this week. So I don't think you need to see confirmations before you take this buy and sell. Don't just take sales and buy for just taking sake. Why are you looking for buy right now? Look at the chart and what's it showing? Heavy bearish momentum. We've been bearish. Then what's there's no buy yet. So I'll go to the 30 minutes. While I go to the 30 minutes, this was the 30 minutes. This was the 30 minutes. We broke down from what? Resistance. We broke out from resistance. Price closed above. You went for a retest, broke out, retest, and now we're pushing down. I think this is the level. Look at the level I marked out in the higher time frame. Look, mark out those levels. I don't think we're pushing down. The 30 minutes closing on 5 minutes and we're bearish. There's no buy confirmation. If this had closed let's explain something. If this had closed bullish, this candle closed bullish, this candle that was bullish, it closed bullish, then you're not going, if you were going to take buy, this closed a very weak bullish. You can see sellers took this thing way down. So this is not a good buy for me. If it closed like something like this or something like this, I would have been anticipating a buy up from this level. If it closed bullish, then my entry was going to be at the break of this candle. This was going to be my entry. Stop loss below the candle to anticipate a push back to resistance. But it closed a very weak bullish. So it doesn't make sense for me to take buys. It doesn't make sense at all. If that explains it to you. So the 30 minutes is closing in probably 4 minutes, and what is closing? It's closing bearish. It broke the low of the previous candle. Like I said, for heading down, we're going to be making lower lows and lower highs. It broke the previous low of the previous candle. So this is your first target and second target. I think this should be a good trade. The next, uh, the next candle. You look at your risk to reward. Your next candle. My sec. The next candle. Let's say, for instance, this you have how many? You have 13 pips. 13 pip stop, because this should be your stop. Or let's say this candle closes right now in like 3 minutes, this should be your stop. You have like 8 pip stop. Then what should be your target? This should be your potential target to 7. This target which you marked out, this level of support, this should be your first target, and this should be your second target. So but you want to wait for this candle to actually close, because the market is really moving really crappy. So are we resisting this level? Let's see. But we broke out from the resistance to the left. Always look to the left and see what's actually happening. If this candle closes bearish, I want to take my entry is going to be the break of this candle, this level. Stop loss above the previous candle, then rally down. Let's check GJ first before I check Google. You see how GJ is just playing? GJ is just playing in the range. There's no really direction. I think the NZD USD is gonna be a good trade. I think. Where is it? We're closing in 2 minutes. I think this should be a good trade, but let's see how it closes. So someone just said US 30. US 30. What do you think about US? We're not just checking. Like, if we're gonna be learning this stuff, you need to tell me what you actually think. Why you thinking this pair is gonna do this? You need to give me a reason. Like before I pull up US 30, I normally um, put out my stuff, why I take trade and why I took the trade. Let me just pull up something I did previously. I'll just put that up real quick. Why I explained I explained why I took some certain trades. That's what I want you guys to do. It's not just we're not just here to check pairs. We're here for you guys for knowledge. Still, it's for learning purpose, not just taking signals and stuff. Oh, give me a sec. If you want me to check this pair, why you think? What do you think about this pair? Why you think that about this pair? Let's see. Let me show you something. See, I took a trade some because anytime I'm done trading, I write the levels I took my trade and what actually happened. So I know what I'm actually doing. It only makes me learn, right? And if I lose a trade, I'm going to go back to my journal and see, okay, why I lost this trade, stuff like that. So for instance, if you're looking for buy or sell, you need to like check what are your confirmation. Why are you looking for buy or why are you looking for sell? Like, see, this was the first. I look at the number one. I not just put a note. We rejected a significant price on a daily candle and having momentum to the top side. Yeah, I missed the momentum. So what am I looking for? I missed my entry, so waited for support to perform to take another buy. We're having momentum to the top side. So if I was going to take a buy, what am I going to do? Like I was telling you, someone said we're looking for sales, and uh, someone said he was looking for sales on NZD and buys in NZD USD. But look at, before I take buys, I need to see the candle. Actually, I need to see some sort of bullish candle over here. Look, I was waiting for support to be formed. Support was formed. I was looking for some sort of bullish candle for me to take buy. Then my entry was at the break of this current bullish candle to anticipate the resistance back. I write this stuff. So that's when if you're looking for buy and sell, you need to like be specific of what you're actually looking for in this trade. Okay, are we having some conflict on certain levels? You need to be specific. If that makes sense. I jot down this stuff for me to go back and know my mistakes. And if I lose a trade or if I win a trade, I just go back to my calendar and just, okay, how I'll make this candle better and stuff like that. And let's check. And you closed, it closed a week bearish though. But if this candle right now, I think this candle, but still it closed bearish on the 30 minutes time frame. So this candle breaks the low. What am I gonna do? This should be my. I'm going. It's gonna be definitely be a short because it closed a bull for a week bearish though. But still, I need to see a break of this low for me to anticipate we're going down. A low, yeah. Then my stop loss is gonna be on previous candle to head back to support. But you want to see a break of this low first, if that makes sense. This closed a week bearish. It was heading down and it closed a week bearish. So you want to actually get those confirmation first. Let's see what the I think the hourly is still what the hourly is flipping bullish. We have 28 minutes. The hourly is flipping bullish, but still we're still bearish on a bearish trend. You want, before you take buys, you want to see some sort of bullish candle, if that makes sense. But if we're gonna be heading down, you're gonna definitely see a break of this low, then this should be your entry. We haven't broken it, so you can't just hop in and say we're heading down or take buys. But if we break this low, we're gonna definitely push down for sure. If we break this low, because I prefer the 30 minutes to the 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes always a fake out. I don't like that. If we break this low, I think we're gonna be having a push to the downside. But let's see what happens if we break this low. So someone say US 30. See GJ is playing. Run from this. When you see this, always run. Run. This is no man's trade. Don't even trade this. This is no man's trade at all. So I think we'll be looking at and this pair. This close a weak bearish. I don't like this bearish movement, but if we're gonna be heading down, you want to see a break of this candle to push price back down to the support. So I don't really like this. Or if we're gonna be pushing up, because you need to look at two ways. But right now we're on the buyers of sales. But the hourly time frame, what is it showing us? The hourly time frame, the previous this hour broke the low of this candle. We're just making lower lows and lower lows. If you've been seeing, we're making lower lows. So I think we should be having a push down, but you need to be really careful to find these confirmations first. So we have 26 minutes left. Let's see what the next 30 minutes actually plays. So US 30. US 30. My bro just had a Zoom call on US 30, having a breakdown on US 30. So if you guys actually hopped on that call, you guys would have made like they had like live trades on that call still. Wow. Let's see how US 30 plays. US 30. What were you looking at on the US 30? Let's check. You said US 30. I took it because on the 4-hour candle, action showed a wick from the downside, pushing away from support. So you're on buys? Are you on buys? Uh, so I'm assuming you're referring to this week price push. Yeah, so I'm assuming you're referring to this week price pushed it up to this price rejected this level, because if you look at this level on the 30 minutes, mark out those zones like I said, mark out those zones. What do you see? What do you see? You see some sort of rejection on this level, there's some sort of rejection on this level. So we might be having a push to the top side because we rejected this level and we are bullish right now on the 30 minutes. Let's see what the hourly is saying. The hourly is what? The hourly is what? The hourly is rejecting the bottom side, so we might be having a push to the top side. You actually have to see what's happening. But we broke the low of the previous candle, but we're having some sort of rejection on this side. So we're going to be pushing to the top side. We have 24 minutes for London push to push to the top side. You need to anticipate those moves. So let's see, 30 minutes. 30 minutes is kind of creating some sort of created resistance. Now right now it's trying to create some sort of support right now to push to the top side. But you never know. This is just 23 minutes in the. Let's see what the first 15 minutes is doing. We rejected this level, but we'll close bearish. This candle broke this candle. And if you know, there's one thing you see in this chart. If you're looking at this chart, we're just printing lower lows. This candle broke this. This candle broke this. This one hasn't done anything yet, though. So, but we're having some sort of rejection. So we might be having a push to the subside. If this candle breaks this higher, hopefully this candle breaks this the high of this candle. So you set to which level? To 26,500, 26,500, 26,500. That's 26,500. That's your TP. TP is 26,500. Yeah. But one thing I tell you guys, yeah, if US 30 is heading up to the upside. If I'm on a trade, I don't, like I said, I go for what I am actually seeing at the moment. I don't swing trade. So once I'm in the chart, I just get my entries and get my target. Then I'm done trading. I'm done trading. I don't, because if yeah, if US 30 can head to 26,500, but do you think it's going to head there in the London session? Probably, probably not. Probably in the New York session, but we're having a push to the top side. Are we creating some sort of support to push up? But yeah, let's see. But the 25th, if I want to get, I was in this trade, this should be my first target. This back to retest this resistance. Or this level. Look at this level. There are levels where price is actually having some confluence. Look at this level. First this level, then second this level. From there, where price is right now, we have that's some. You say you're on buy. That's 22 to like 50, 60 people. That's not bad. Yeah, I know it depends on you though. But we are creating some sort of support. This is account is closing 6 minutes and we're closing bullish. We haven't broken the low. Probably will break the high to push up. Let's check NZD USD. What's it doing? NZD USD is still bearish. Let's look at The 30 minutes, it's still what? Bearish, but is it trying to flip? Let's see. Because this 15 minutes, let's see the first 15 minutes. The first 50, are we going to break the high of this candle? This previous candle to push to the top side? Let's see. Then that's when your bias needs to be sharp. I'm after the second 15 minutes, not this one. I'm after the second 15 minutes. The second 15 minutes, not this one. But we're currently bearish. Before you look for buy, you need to see some sort of bullish candle. Let's go back to GJ. GJ, if I don't see a good, you see we even broke out from support, that previous support. So we're gonna be having to push to the downside. Let me check the hourly, what the hourly is doing. Hourly is bearish. This kind of broke the low of the previous hour. Are we going to be having a push to the downside? But still, we're still in a range. It's very possible. But let's check something. 15 minutes. Because if I want to take a trade, I want to find a low risk. Let's measure something. Let's say this candle closes on this level because we came to this level that I marked out, and it's kind of rejecting this level. How many pips is this? Let's say 11 pips to reward of almost 20 pips. That's not bad. But you want to see a close and you want to see what the next 15 minutes does. If the next 15 minutes breaks this candle, then I think price is just on the overall trend just going to come down to this level, break this level and come back down. But you never know. This candle closing 4 minutes. We try to go up. This candle was bullish. We tried to go up. The next candle closed a wick. It could not continue going up. It closed a doji. So now this candle just broke the low bar. After the next 15 minutes, not this one. Let's check NZD USD. That's right now we're flipping to the top side. NZD USD. Are we trying to create some sort of support? Or we're not going to break this level, trying to create some sort of support to push back up? Very possible. You need to know the direction of where the trend is before you take trade. Then the London push is just going to take you wherever you're going, the direction. So the next level of support or resistance. We're almost breaking the previous 30 minutes high. So I think buyers might be changing now because but this is the first 15 minutes and we're breaking the 30 minutes high, not just the 15, we're breaking the 30 minutes high. So buyers might be changing. That's why I never rush. But we still have 18 minutes to go though. You want to see what the next 15 minutes does. If we break this high, I think we might have a spike up on the London push. The hourly is flipping bullish. The hourly is flipping bullish. It makes sense. We're trying to create some kind of created support here. Hourly is flipping bullish. What's the next thing done? The 4 hours, are we rejecting any significant level? The 4 hours is flipping bullish still, creating support. This is a nice candle. I think wow. We might be having to push the top side, but not yet confirmed though. You need to wait. You need to wait. If this 30 minutes close, yeah, you can enter on the break of the next candle, the next 15 minutes candle. If this 15 minutes, let's see this, where is it? This 15 minutes closes in 2 minutes. We broke the previous high. Then you can anticipate a buy on the open of the next candle if it breaks this high. I told you I'm after the next 15 minutes. GJ is about to jump. Let's see. You see, we might be jumping. Like if you see this, now I say the 30 minutes, it has a higher strong confirmation. This previous 30, look at why the 15 minutes is weak. The 15 minutes is weak. This candle broke the previous 15 minutes candle. But look at the 30 minutes, it hasn't broken it yet. It came down to this level and rejected it, but it hasn't broken the low. So we're going to be flipping back to the top side. Very possible. Very, 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 very possible. Very possible. Very possible. It might just flip. Let's see what the next 15 minutes does. I think we're just gonna flip. The 30 minutes gives you strong confirmation what the what US 30 doing. You see US 30 we rejected this level and we're having a push to the top side. So you wanna buy good because we're rejecting this level. As said, we broke the high, so we should be as like I say, if I was in this trade, this was my possible take profit target, this level or the resistance, the most recent resistance, this level. You say 2500, yeah, US 30 is gonna get to 25, 26,500. Everyone have different patience level. My patience level is different, so I'm just in while I'm on the chart. I take my trade. If I'm not trading, I don't even look at. I don't open my MT4. I don't check my MT4. I don't check that chart at all. If I know I'm not gonna be trading, I just leave it. Or I only trade only when I come to the chart and see what is actually happening. I don't just look at the the trade and just say, oh, this is. Or I don't swing. I swing trade sometimes, but like if I'm not trading, I don't come to the chart. Have daily goals, and when you're done, no need for over trading. I think GJ is flipping, so I think we're gonna be the London opens about 15 minutes. I think when we break this high, I think we should be having a push to the top side. To the top side, I guess. I think so because GJ the 30 it did not break the previous 30 minutes, but if it breaks this high, I think we're gonna be having a push to the top side. So let's see. This is in 15 minutes after the new 15 minutes. Yeah, everyone is, yeah, that's one thing about the chat. You just want to do something. You want to get, yeah, you want to do something. But you need to be really careful. You need to be really careful. You're addicted to the chat and you can just lose money like that. You need to have a goal. When you're done trading, okay, I'm going to come the next session and trade. If I can't be like, if you're once you're always looking at the chart, you always get tempted to want to place trades, which is wrong. Know when to stop. Know when to not when you're done for the day and like, okay, I'm good. There's always tomorrow. Because when you start with a trading, different ideas comes to your head. Like let's see, you see how we're changing bias for this pair. Like you see, who was on this trade? This was gonna be a nice trade. Like if you like I said, if we broke the high, I'm after this 15 minutes I just opened. So right now we just broke the high. So this was possible entry. I would have placed that stop loss below previous candle to anticipate because we're on a bearish trend. So I don't think price is just gonna go all the way to the top side, but like I think we're just gonna cover 50% of what's there. Probably come back to this level to retest this level or this level. I think we'll have some sort of push to this side. I think because of this level, this support over here that was formed. We created support right now. Now we're pushing. Like I said, if you were actually listening, are you listening early? I said the next 15 minutes I am after. That's the last 15 minutes of the 30. If it breaks the high of this candle, that should be your entry to push price up. And for the 30, and because why it broke the previous 30 minutes high. It broke the previous 30 minutes high, it did not break the low. 30 minutes is a strong confirmation. And on a we're looking for sales. My bias was sales, but this candle closed a week bearish. So I was thinking, oh, if we're going to head down, I expect this candle, this new candle to break the low of this candle, which it did it, and it closed a week bearish. So, and that's why I went to the next 15. I said if we break the high of the previous high, we'll be pushing to the top side, which exactly is playing out. Whoever took this trade, whoever was looking for NZD, USD, yeah, you was looking for buys. Where is it? You're looking for buys, but you need to see some sort of confirmation, which is actually playing out in your favor. You need to find this confirmation. There was no confirmation for sell at the time you were looking for buy. If we're looking for buys, then you must have been on drawdown and stuff like that. I don't like stuff like that. No, it doesn't work for me. US 30. So this was going to be my first level, then second level to We test this level hopefully. Let's see what the London push actually does. Let's see what NZD/USD is doing. I think I should add this pair to my watch list. I like this pair. I love how it's moving. I normally just put GJ for a while now. Like so far, I've been looking at GJ. Like I said, we just broke the high, so this should be a nice entry for you for take buys. I think we should be pushing up. We just broke this current 15, just broke the previous 15, so I think we should be having a push to the top side. Stop loss below. Then this is an aggressive trade though. I think the London push in about 10 minutes is going to push the, GJ up to the top side. So you never know. Or if you're going to be on this trade, that was going to be a stop loss below. Stop loss below. Let's look at the 30 minutes. Did we break the high of the 30 minutes? Did we? We did not break the low. I think we're going to have a push to the top side. Entry. Stop loss. I'm on this trade right now, so let's see. This is an aggressive trade. I think we're just gonna have a push to this level. Then from this level, we might have some level of reaction. I'm on this trade right now. Let's check NZD/USD. Are we still having a push to the top? Yeah, we still haven't pushed. So this is just an aggressive trade. It's not really There's a range though, but like the London opens in few minutes, so are we gonna have a push? We created a minute support here other than this, so are we gonna have a push to the top side? If it hit the stop, cool. If it doesn't, we have 9 minutes to London open, so are we gonna have a push? So let's see what actually happens. It was just an aggressive trade, an aggressive entry, anticipating the London push to just take trade to your desired level, if that makes sense. There's a range though. I'm on this trade currently, so let's see what happens. Are we gonna push to the top side or we're gonna push to the downside? Let's see. The GJY in the range. Let's see what the London actually does. What happens in the London session? What's the hourly doing? Let's see the hourly. The hourly is bullish, kind of. We have 7 minutes. Let's see what actually happened. But we broke the low of the previous hour, so that's actually, I'm not really happy about that. But let's see what happens. We have 7 minutes to go on the. Are we gonna have push from the London to just push price up? Probably. But I'm on this trade right now, so speak when we broke the high of the previous 15. So we broke the high of the previous 15. I just got on the trade. NZD/USD, what's happening? US 30. Everything is just having a pause. So let's see. So are we going to be having a London push to the top side? Why? Because the previous 30 minutes did not break the previous 30 minutes, and we just haven't. And we created a lower, a new support that was here. So I don't like this. If this candle breaks the high of this candle, I'm so convinced we're going to be having a push to the top side. Have any question? Just spit it out. But the London opens in 6 minutes, so let's see what happens. Thirty minutes is bullish. Hourly is bullish. 4 hours. What's didn't happen in the 4 hours? 4 hours is flipping bullish. So let's see what happens. But the 1 hour, if you look to the left, like this level, price actually reacted. So I was just gonna push down. But right now we're getting support to push up. The hourly closes in 5 minutes. So I think we should be having a spike to the top side. NZD. Let's check the 15 minutes. Closes in 5 minutes. So hopefully we have the London push. London just pushes us up. Let's see. GJ. Are we going to be having London push? Or are we just going to be coming back down? I'm anticipating the London push to take us back to resistance. 5 minutes. So let's see what happens. In 4 minutes, we are going to be having a London push. Are we going to be having flights to the top side, or just going to be descending down? I think we're going to be having a push to the top side. USD, are we going to be having a push to the top side? USD actually flipping bearish. I told you guys this level, we broke the high though, but this level was some level of reaction, which I actually noticed. I wasn't comfortable with this level. That's why I said at this level I was going to be exiting my trade. I mark out those levels first of level of reaction. So, like I said, let's see, in 3 minutes we close. So let's see what happens. In 3 minutes. So are we going to be having a push to the top side in 2 minutes, or we're going to be rejecting that level heading back down? You never know. I don't like this. Let's see what happens. Are we rejecting? Or are we going to be having a push to the top? Opens in a minute, so let's see. Let's hope for the push to the top side. Firstly, take profit is if we're gonna be having a push. First is this target the resistance, this level, then probably have a push to the top side. Have any question? Just drop your chat, your question in the chat below. Then we'll take a good look at it. The London, how we're gonna be having a flight, and let's see in 44 seconds. Let's see what happens. Hoping for a push up or hoping for a push down. What happens with the London push in 33 seconds? Hope for the burst. So yeah, it happens every day on the live stream. Every day having a push. Those who took the trade, thank you. Let's see what happens. Are we gonna be having a push to the top side? Or let's check NZD/USD. What's happening? NZD/USD, the London just opened, so are we gonna have a push to the top side or to the downside? Oh no. We're having a push to the downside. Oh, it's almost approaching the stop loss. If it does, yeah, like I said, always wait for the trade to break out the range for taking trades. So right now, I think, well, I don't know. Let's see. Almost breaking the previous low, so let's see. Are they expecting for pushing up? Are they expect price to break the previous low? So yeah, it happens. It happens. Well, we haven't broken the low. I'm still on the trade. If it cuts me out, it cuts me out. I'm gonna wait. I took an aggressive trade though. I was expecting the London to just push, just take price back up, but it did not play as wanted. But it hasn't broken the low yet, so let's see what actually happened. I'm gonna because the hourly, how did the hourly close? The hourly closed bullish, so it only makes sense for us to keep pushing up. But if we push down, cool. If we don't, yeah, good. Yeah, it could be a fake out, but you don't expect it to break the previous low of the previous 15. If it breaks there, like this is right now, I adjusted my stop loss to reduce risk. If it hits my stop loss, cool. Which it's about to. So hopefully it's a fake out. Hopefully just switches back up. GJ is like that. You need to be really careful. It can be a fake out, so it can just happen. It happens. It happens. But like I said, for a nice safe trade, you want to take buys above this level and sells below this level. That was an aggressive trade. Yeah. Let's check NZD/USD. Oh no, NZD broke the low. No, so I don't think this it can be fake out for almost all trades. But let's see the hourly close. What the hourly close? What the hourly close? Bullish. So almost all pairs can be having fake out to push back up. Just grab liquidity to just push back up. You never know, or we'll just pushing back down. Yeah, GG almost breaking the previous low. So it happens. It happens. Or not. It doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, US 30. What about US 30? Like I said, for those who were looking at US 30, I was expecting, I told you about this level, which I was actually looking at this level. I said this will be my first take profit, then second take profit, because to the left, I was seeing this level. I don't really like what I was saying. So let's see. But GJ, we just grabbing liquidity to just push back up. You never know. If I'm pushing back up, I want to see a break of this high. If it's gonna happen, is it? Are we flipping? Makes sense. Are we gonna break the high? Let's just do it. Push up, push up. Every day on the live stream, I call this. Like I said, thanks for everyone who took this trade. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited for those who took this trade. I'm really, really excited. I'm so happy. That was just a fake out, you see. GJ does that. Just the London push just to wow. Wow, everyone who took this, let's go. Making moolah, man. I love that. Richie Rich, I see you, man. See you, man. For those who took this trade, this was nicely called. I told you guys what I was expecting, and it just played out. So right now, next thing, we just broke out from a major. We're kind of breaking out from a major resistance, so we might be having some sort of confluence over here, some sort of confluence over here. So you want to see price actually closing above for you to take another buy to continue this level because we have nice traffic to the left. I love seeing candles like this. These things, I love seeing this stuff because there's no wick to disturb. It's just gonna go smooth compared to these levels that was just seeing wick and shit all over here. Like I said, it just hit TP. Everyone who took this trade should have made some nice. That's how you plan your lot size and what lot size you're gonna be using. And yeah, a push. So yeah, at this level, I was gonna be. I already hit my take profit, so I'm good for the day. I am good because I planned out my daily goal, my target and levels before I took this trade. Anticipated the London push, and yeah, it happened. Then the for the NZD USD, it hasn't broken the low the previous 30, but we're heading to the downside. But I don't like this. Don't like it for the GJ. Good. We actually executed this trade so nice. Oh, GJ. Oh well. I don't like this area. Like I said, we marked our target, it played out beautifully. Then, so let's see what happens. No news. So it's like I said, we were just GJ was it? GJ was ranging, so it only makes sense for okay. It was during the 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 Asian. we're just having consolidation and it was ranging, then we just had a major push to the top side. I told you once we are ranging, when we're about breaking some levels, it just happens so quickly. You can just see a big spike to the top side, which just did. It just grabbed liquidity. The 15 minutes, it did it break the 15 minutes low? I guess not. It did not break the 15 minutes low. It just grabbed liquidity to just push back up. And this was my target. It just hit TP and yeah, good. Everyone who took this live trade, I would appreciate a like on the like button. Just subscribe and share this page and just tell a friend to tell a friend. We do this every day, Monday to Friday. You hear me? And I guess we might have a push to this side, hopefully. Because I love this. I think we're gonna still head up, but right now I just close my position. Anytime I mark out my target, yeah, that's why you have to set notifications. So we come in early, plan these ideas, and you take this trade. If you came in, you are like hopped in early, yeah, for sure. Everyone, I'm sure most people took this trade because we planned why we actually took this trade, and it just played and exactly what was gonna happen. Because if I was gonna take more buys, I want this candle to close above this candle, right? Yeah, above this candle, above, or some sort of retest to push back up. Yeah, it can happen. So set most people come in and when they miss the trade, they say they are late. That's why you set notification. When I'm live, it just notifies you and just so we're live, then let's do this. Yep. Yeah. So right now, if you miss the move, you just need to wait for some sort of opportunity to take a buy again. You need to wait for some sort of support to be formed to take on the buy, or you want to wait for the next break of this candle to take buys up to this level. I think this should be the overall target. But yeah, it be like that sometimes. Don't forget to like for those who took this trade. Just like it. I appreciate that. Wait a sec. So you see how we're rejecting this level heavily. I marked out that level. I know we're gonna have some sort of rejection. Are we going to be pushing to the downside? You never know. But if you hopped in early, we would have taken this beautiful trade and just, yeah. Let's see what actually happens, right? Oh, wow. We're rejecting heavily. Oh, my God. Let's just wait and see what price is going to do. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello. We rejected this level so bad. So are we going to be having a push to the downside? Because this was just the London Open. The London push hasn't actually happened. So there's still some nice opportunity. If you want to take a sell, a good sell is going to be below this level actually, or this level. I explained everything why I actually took the buys on this trade. If you hopped on this call early enough, you would have known why I took the buy trade, and it just played beautifully well. You can watch the recap after this video and see why. Are we going to be having a push to the downside because we had a heavy rejection at this level. So let's see what happens. Be like that. So right now we'll heavily. Give me a sec. I just lost this chat box. Uh, I guess. Do you usually trade using the M15 candle? I was on Zoom call with your brother last night. For him, he said the trade is based on. So you know what? We have everyone on the. I use when I'm trading. I use a different time frame. I use the higher time frame to give me the direction of trade because I'm a scalper. I don't once I'm not trading, I don't look at the chart. Let me just bring that this up. Where is it? Once I'm not trading, Thanks for those who took profit. Thank. Just I would like a share on the like, a like on the like button, and just you can tag me on Instagram for profit. Who made profit? Just tag me, and just if you like what we do here every day, I'm gonna be doing this Monday to Friday for sure, 1 a.m. Eastern time. You can tag me wherever you want to tag me. You can see my name on the top screen. Just yeah, Ifisky/Greg. But I was gonna answer a question. Um, do you usually take trade using the M15? I use the M15 and I use the M30, but I use the second 15 of the I use the second 15 minutes of the 30 minutes, because the 15 minutes is divided into the 30 minutes is divided into two 15 minutes. So I'm after the second 15, not the first. The first 15 minutes can be fake out. I use the hour for, I use the daily, and I use the hour to get the direction of the trade and what find support and resistance. Then I go to the lower time frame to plot out my trade. If that makes sense. If you watch the recap of this video, after when this video is done, you can watch the recap. You see why I explained why I did everything, and I explained why I marked out the zones and what the possible reaction that was going to happen on different levels. But yeah, and it just played out beautifully well. If that makes sense. So right now we've rejected. So are we gonna be having a push to the downside? Probably yes. This was just the London Open, so I think if you want to get a good sell, you want to get a sell above this level, or this level actually, this level. Actually, you want to see it kind of closing below this level. Yeah. The hour four, the higher time frame. Let's go to the higher time frame. As at when we got on the live stream, this candle was just indecisive. Like there was no direction. Are we going to the top or are we going to the bottom? There was no direction of where this trade was, where it was going. It was just in the middle. It was something like this, but it was bearish. Then I went to the hour four. Then I marked out my support and resistance level, and went to the hour one, marked out this level, and look for what we're actually looking for, because price already created support. And why? The previous hour, this previous hour closed with bullish candle, so and it created support. So I expected some sort of push on the London Open, and it just went up and hit TP, and yeah, that's why you get your stuff marked out before taking the trade, if that makes sense. This was actually an early trade for people who took this trade. This was really, really early. Wow. So I think we're gonna. I don't know what's happening right now. The market is just right now. Like I said, we are back in the range. If you look at this, let's go to 30 minutes. We are back in the range. You need to be careful when you're in the range. We're back in the range. Are we gonna be stuck in this range for quite some few hours or so, or we're just gonna blast through? You never know. Are we just gonna be having a push to the downside? Or even though we're in the range, you want to take trade after if we're out of this level. Actually, I prefer this level than this level. So if that makes sense, we're just in a range. US 30. I called out some nice stuff on US 30, possible direction, possible areas to take profit, and why you should leave the trade. And yeah, it just played out beautifully well. And NZD USD, it's actually now heading down. The overall trend was bearish, but we lost this trade. This is just a fake out. NZD USD, I need to, because Yeah. Oh wow. That's why you should trade on your real account. Then waste all your money. But yeah, good for you. Like as far you having knowledge of something we're actually putting out every day, that's good. There's always tomorrow. If you miss today, there's always tomorrow. If you miss tomorrow, there's always next tomorrow. Don't just like, for instance, some people miss this trade, then they just go jump on this. Oh, we're heading up. You just jump. Market execution. You're just gonna get yourself killed. Just look at the retracement back down. Is it worth jumping on the middle of the train? No. Why don't you wait? Get a nice setup and do your thing. So right now we're just ranging. We're back. We're just playing over here. So let's see. We're playing. We're just in the range. You need to wait for an actual breakout from the range to take trade. So what's happening right now? You have any question or you have a pair you want us to take a good look at, then just put it out. Take a good look at it. We're rejecting this level hard still. This is like a strong support level still. This candle is closing in 4 minutes and it's still closing in this level. I don't like this. You want to see a breakout from the this level of support to take sales. So how many pips was that? This was how many pips profit which is made GJ buys. This was about 18 pips. About pips. Oh, and this heading down. I was mostly on the bearish side. This your first target and second target. I think this was just liquidity grab. Just grab liquidity to just push back down. I think so. Because on the overall trend, if you look at the 4 hour and the daily and everything, which is, damn, this is messy. We're heavily bearish. That makes sense. BJPY, what's happening? So right now we're closing in 2 minutes. Are we gonna close below, or we're gonna be stuck at same level? Anticipate your moves, then let it happen. Anticipate your move. So if we're going for a sell, look at this big stop loss. This is a very big stop loss. I don't like this. So you go to your 15 minutes, you find a good risk to your reward. Still, this is a big one. I don't like this, because if you want to take an entry, you want to take an entry. If we close below, you want to take an entry below the break of this candle. That should be your entry. Then stop loss below previous candle, then head down. How many pips stop loss is this? Rough. This is just like a whole trade, I think. 25 That's way too much. It's not bad though, but like look at your risk to reward. You're risking 20 to how many? What's the first target if we're gonna head down? This is your first target. It's like a one-to-one trade. It's not bad, but I don't really like it. Not a big fan of it. Oof. Closing in a minute. I think we're gonna be having a push to the downside now. Oh, this is another level. We broke this level. This level we're respecting. So I think we're gonna be having a push to the downside. That's one level. Now this is another level we need to look at. This level, because this level price acted as strong support too. But I think GJ is just pushing right now because we're in a range. So right now, once you break out from a range, what do? You need to you need to push all the way to one side, either to the top side or the downside. So right now, what's happening? Are we gonna close below this place? If we close below this place, I think we're gonna be having more to the downside than to the top side because this was a strong level. We just broke out and it's closing in 7 seconds below. This kind of breaks it. Yeah, this should be an entry once we break it. So yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna be pushing to the downside for sure. We just broke the previous 30 minutes candle, so we should be having a deep push to the downside. Wow, I said, wow, I said this. But before taking the trade, you want to know your risk to reward. We just broke it, and yeah, if you actually using the knowledge of what I've been saying, most people would have taken this trade. I didn't take this trade because I have a daily goal and I met it and I'm good. Once you start over trading, you tend to lose more money and you tend to think too much and tend to find different directions of where the trade is going. So this just grab liquidity to push down. Wow. So I said this is our first target, which it's respecting and it's just pushing. I like this. I like this. It broke the 15. I think it broke the hourly low still. It broke the hourly low. It broke the hourly low. So yeah, we should be pushing down first to this level. I marked out. I showed why I marked this levels. I gave my reasons, and it's all on the live stream. You can watch the recap and see how it goes. Yeah, so you just wait and see. We're having a push to the downside. Always watch. Uh, it's not matter of the daily pip goal. I'm not after 100 pips or 50 pips or 90 pips. I'm after, is my trade sure? This is what I look at. What's the what's the is my trade sure? Am I 100% sure of my trade? Then I take good lot size. 20, 18, 19, 50, even 10 pips with the lot size I use when I know my trade is my I'm sure of the trade. Then I take it. It's not a matter of going for 100 pips and you're not sure of your trade. You need to be sure of your trade, then you can be confident to use your lot size you want to use, if that makes sense. It's not about the daily pip. It's about your lot, your what, your, are you confident of taking the trade? Why are you taking the trade? You get to those 1 to 2 trade, open to trade, this lot size, you get certain amount of pips, certain amount of pips, hit your take profit or hit your desired, or you get to some certain amounts you see in your account, you're like, okay, you're good for the day. You can't. I'm not after 1 million pips, like I said. Few pips, mark out my. Not when I say few pips, I'm not after five. I'm not talking about 5 or 7. I'm not like from 10 and above. Yeah, if the opportunity sets up and it gives me 80, 100, yeah, I take it. But I find those levels of reactions first. Take it, and I'm good. Makes sense. So GG is just doing his thing right now, so let it do his thing. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. We're in a range. It broke out from the range. Now we're back in the range. You want to see an actual close, not just weak, an actual close. Like, see this? This is the body. You want to see an actual close of the body out of the range. So, oh, bizarre. So right now you just wait. You were waiting for a close. So don't rush any trade. Don't just jump on momentum. Momentum kills actually. Just wait an actual close. Okay, that works. So let's see. Well, I know we're heavily bearish. We broke the low. The previous hour broke the previous hourly low. So, but I'm waiting for a close. Then I'm good. I'm waiting for a close. 13 pips to 10 pips. There's some strong level of support. If I go to the, I think the hourly still, look at this level. This level has been holding for a while. If I push it back all the way to the side, this level is strong. It's a strong level. See how like the price drops in there and just reject. So you need to wait for an actual close for you to know, okay, you're out of the range, and okay, now we're heading to one direction. Because if we actually break from this level, look at this nice traffic to the left, no wick, just gonna swing all the way down. Look at this. I love candles like this. This is what I love seeing. I don't like seeing wicks. This, I hate this stuff. So we're about closing the first 15 minutes in 7. So let's see what happens. How we're gonna close. So you want to anticipate the next 15 minutes to break the low, then stop loss below. But look at your risk to reward. It doesn't make sense to me. Or you want to leave it all the way down. Yeah, I know we're gonna head down here overall, but I know we're gonna get some level of reaction on this level first then. Wow. We're just pushing. We're just pushing. Oh wow, just pushing. We're just pushing and just pushing. I think we're gonna get to this level and have some level of we're gonna react on this level for sure. Then let the price do its thing. If you were to take this trade, this would have been your stop loss, anticipating this level, then gradually reducing your risk. That's your stop. But I told you sometimes GJ once it breaks out, it does retest to push back down, but sometimes it just breaks the low or breaks the high and just keep pushing. You need to be able to see these candles and read these candles. These candles have meaning. You need to be able to read these candles. All candles have meaning. Everything has meaning. You need to be able to identify the trend and see these candles and actually see what is actually happening. What's this candle doing? Okay, what's the next? What get probabilities and see. Okay, what's the next thing that's gonna happen on this candle? Then you anticipate this move. Then mark out targets, plan out your daily goal, lot size and target and everything, or what, how many trades you're going to be taking a day, one or two trades, then you're good to go. See, this trade actually played out beautifully well for those who took sell still, but I wasn't interested in the sell, but that's an idea for those who wanted to sell. Was a break of this candle. Stop loss below. I said that for those are who's going to take this, then anticipate this level because I think we're going to have some level of reaction in this place. Or are we just going to ride through? Because if you look at the hourly candle, what's happening in the hourly candle, this level is some level of support. So are we going to react? We are kind of reacting. If you see price came down here and it's just, but are we just going to break down or are we just going to retest this level to push back down? You never know. Always anticipate your move before the move happen. Have probabilities. What if and what if then the best one and let it set up. Get those confirmation. Don't take buys when you're on this when you're seeing the bearish movement. Don't take sells when you're seeing the bullish movement. That doesn't make sense. And don't jump on trend. If not, you're gonna lose money. Like for those when this was rallying all the way top, like initially when we actually took this trade. Let's go to the 15 minutes. When we took this trade, when price was just rallying all the way to the top, most people, I bet, not just not the people on the live stream, but some people in the world, when they saw this move, this push to the top side, the momentum, people just jumped in market execution and look at what just happened. You can't just jump in front of the boss. It's just gonna rip you off. See, it came all the way down. I know most people are gonna be like, "Oh, the market just I just lost my money and stuff like that." That was I call that. You need to just use trading. You need to use your brain. You add so many things while trading. Combine so many things while trading. Be disciplined. You can't do that. You jumping in front of momentum when something like this. No, once you miss this, you miss this. Wait for the next opportunity to set up, then you do it. You go again. Like I said, we're going to have some level of reaction on this level. I marked this out before it even happened, and it's exactly doing the same thing. Mark out levels, mark out areas, mark out targets, then just wait for it to play and anticipate your trade, then execute. Sometimes most traders see this opportunity, but I always say this, you see this opportunity, but to take the trade is that's when emotions come in. Once you see the opportunity sets up, take it because it's just gonna. Once you miss it, you miss it. You miss it, you miss it. So when you see it, you just take it while you're seeing it, while it's setting up. Take it there and then, low risk and everything. Just take it because once you miss it, you're done. You're done. You need to stop having like I know trading comes with emotion because you're talking about real money, right? Is your money involved? Cash, physical cash is involved. So yeah, you'd be like, oh, what I lose money. That's what always comes to your head when when you're always about to execute some trade. What if I lose money? And what if this trade goes left? Or what if it goes right? If it sets up and you're sure, go for it. That's why it's good. Like what I'm doing right now, I'm just giving free, like I'm telling you why I'm taking some certain trades. Like it's rare, people don't do this, but I'm just doing this, and yeah, take advantage of this for now, because people rarely do this. I just people do it, some people do it, but this is not rare. This is rare. Sorry, why I'm taking some certain trades. I just explain why and stuff like that. Because yeah, see this opportunity, take it. Don't allow emotions play a big role in your trading career. If not, you're not gonna go anywhere. You're not gonna be profitable. You're not gonna make nothing. No FOMO. Just you see it, go for it, attack it. It happens like that. Yeah. But yeah, we took our trade. We took the GJ buys, 18 pips. That's good. Planned, executed. As I gave reasons why we said that, stuff like that. Like I said, for those who took this trade and made money, just give a like on the like button. I'm doing this Monday to Friday, 1 a.m. Eastern time. Just always show up, turn on your notifications to always be there while we take this trade. You come early. Yeah. Because secondly, for those who are on the chat, I gave some instance of let's see. Wow, USD just dropped. I don't trade USD. This is not my pair. You see, USD just this was a strong support in the market. We just dropped now. I don't trade this. Oh, on the Telegram group, which is up on the bio, we kill USD over there on the New York session. So for those looking for USD trade, Forex trades, and Forex pay, I give insights of what's gonna happen and tell you possible things to do. And yeah, let it play. Like I said, share, like, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I do this Monday to Friday. I always want to see. I always want. I want to see people winning. So don't over trade. One or two trades a day. Wait for the next opportunity to come and take it. Don't over trade. And yeah, it's always going to play a major role. Like I said, this level in the GJ market, we're going to have some level of reaction, which is actually happening. So you, right now, if you want to take a trade, you want to see some level of resistance. You want to see some level of some sort of resistance being formed over here. Then you take sales when you're breaking the low of the resistance back to this side, back to this level. I think we're going to head down here, or you never know. Or are we going to retest this level first, then come back down? It's possible. Before you take sales, find some level of resistance to take sales while it's breaking the low. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, I'm always here. There's always tomorrow. You miss today, there's always tomorrow. Learn these ideas and don't overtrade. Don't lose money. Like I said, see you guys tomorrow. For those who do this trade, just give a like on the like button or share on Instagram. Just give a shout out telling me and just posting your trade. And for those who took the trade, posting your trade and showing me, and just give me a tag. We'll do this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Today was a good day. GJ buys 18 pips, not bad. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Don't overtrade.